Today, we're diving into the world of personality kinds, concentrating on INFJs and examining 6 potential causes for prolonged or permanent singledom among certain members of this personality type. Keep in mind that each person's journey is distinct. Thus, not all INFJs may benefit equally from these explanations. Now, let's get started. 1. Idealistic and high standards. INFJs have a strong yearning for genuine connections in relationships and are frequently seen as idealists in matters of the heart. Their idealized romanticism is not just wishful thinking. Rather, it is an expression of a genuine desire for meaningful relationships. INFJs use their idealism as a compass to help them negotiate the challenging terrain of relationships. Their idealistic beliefs are based on a conviction in the transformational power of connection and love. INFJs are drawn to partnerships with shared values, depth of emotion, and genuineness. Finding a spouse that completely matches with their goal is a unique difficulty that comes with the undeniably fulfilling pursuit of a profound connection. INFJs are known for their high standards, which are a reflection of their dedication to building long-lasting relationships. These criteria cover not just outward characteristics, but also soul alignment, purpose alignment, and value compatibility. Although this discriminating approach is commendable, it may result in a meticulous and occasionally drawn-out search for the right companion. Fear of being exposed. Even though INFJs are naturally empathic, they may find it difficult to embrace vulnerability and open out to others. This paradox highlights a complex side of human nature, the fine line that separates their deep need for connection and their anxiety stemming from a fear of being misinterpreted or wounded. Because of their highly sensitive emotional antenna, INFJs are acutely aware of the complexity of human emotions. This increased sensitivity frequently has 2 drawbacks. They are exposed to the potential anguish that might come along with emotional openness, even while it also enables them to connect with others on a profound level. Thus, the fear of vulnerability becomes a defense mechanism, a barrier against the possible injuries that close relationships could cause. This dread is a result of their acute awareness of the emotional nuances in relationships, not an illogical worry. Their current acts may be influenced by earlier experiences of being misinterpreted or injured, which may be lodged in the back of their thoughts. Their caution is not a sign of a lack of interest in interacting. Rather, it is a deliberate attempt to strike a careful balance between their need for connection and their need to safeguard their mental health. 3. Taking a selective stance in relationships. INFJs, who are noted for their love of complexity and genuineness, approach the complex road of relationships with a deliberate emphasis on quality above quantity. Their methodical approach demonstrates their dedication to building relationships that go beyond the surface and speak to their innermost selves. A thorough comprehension of their beliefs and emotional complexity is the first step towards prioritizing quality. INFJs understand how important it is to be in alignment with a mate who not only has similar values, but also has a deeper emotional connection. This knowledge acts as a beacon, directing individuals away from fleeting relationships and toward the thoughtful investigation of those with the potential to be enduringly meaningful. The process of discernment that INFJs go through is complex. It entails a thorough reflection into one's own goals and ambitions, in addition to comprehending the values and subtle emotional aspects of possible mates. They use this self-reflection journey as a compass to steer them toward partnerships that support their long-term goals of fulfillment and connection. This selective approach is motivated by a sincere desire for authenticity rather than a dislike of commitment. INFJs are aware that a foundation of mutual understanding and shared values is necessary to achieve the depth of connection they want. They might experience a longer period of singledom while they work through this discerning process. waiting patiently for a relationship that satisfies their requirements for emotional resonance and authenticity. 4. Perfectionism and excessive analysis. INFJs are naturally good at navigating the fine line between striving for perfection and improving themselves. They have a rich inner life and a sharp sense of subtleties. This complex balance is seen in their relationships as well as their personal pursuits. Perfectionism and the inclination to overthink things may be both a strength and an artificial difficulty at times. INFJs tend to overthink things because of their highly analytical minds. Every choice made and every action taken is closely examined internally. This examination is a sign of their dedication to introspection and ongoing development rather than just a sign of uncertainty. INFJs are constantly reflecting on themselves in an effort to better comprehend the world and themselves. This constant cycle of reflection stems from their quest for personal progress. But this intense introspection can also lead to self-imposed boundaries, particularly when it comes to interpersonal connections. Beyond oneself, the pursuit of perfection affects one's expectations of possible mates as well as the dynamics of the relationship. INFJs could wait to start a relationship until they believe all the pieces are in place, a quest that can be difficult by definition. 5. Self-reliance and reserved demeanor. INFJs view their independence as the foundation of their well-being. Hence, they view isolation as a source of renewal rather than just a need. They deliberately choose to withdraw into their inner sanctum, a place where they may reestablish a connection with their thoughts, feelings, and creative energy, rather than seeking isolation as a result of a reluctance to interact with the outside world. As a crucial component of their self-care regimen, this deliberate alone time enables them to rejuvenate and find comfort in the haven of inside their own heads. This interaction is largely influenced by INFJs' introverted disposition. It's more than just a predilection for being by themselves. It's an ingrained quality of their nature that influences how they see the world. Being introverted suggests a desire for deep and lasting connections over fleeting ones, but necessarily a tendency to avoid social situations. Whether they are reading a book, creating art, or just spending time alone with their thoughts, INFJs may derive great satisfaction from solitary activities. This satisfaction in their own company comes from a newfound respect for the depth of their inner world, rather than from a dread of connections. INFJs are aware of the benefits of reflection and how it advances their emotional health and personal development. They can delve into the depths of their feelings and ideas in the safety of their alone time, acquiring understanding that sparks their sensitivity and creativity. 6th. Unusual communication approach. INFJs dance a unique interpersonal dance that transcends words thanks to their deep emotional insight and subtle communication style. Their communication style is a complex tapestry made of subtle gestures, great emotional understanding, and nonverbal indications. This distinct manner of expressing themselves takes on a life of its own and becomes a style of communication that goes beyond appearances to explore the depths of human connection. An important part of the INFJ's communication toolkit are nonverbal clues. Their body language, facial expressions, and even the rhythm of their speech all serve as conduits for a multitude of hidden feelings and ideas. They rely on nonverbal cues to communicate, which is not just a choice, but an essential component of their communication style that enables them to express subtleties that words might miss. In summary, an INFJ's propensity for staying single for a long time can be attributed to a variety of factors, including their high standards, fear of vulnerability, selective relationship style, overthinking tendencies, value of independence, and unique communication style. It's critical to understand that living alone may be a fulfilling and viable lifestyle choice, and that each person's path is influenced by their particular priorities and circumstances.